主线剧情推进到第2章地图后啊，就可以在库腾堡与维叶塔再次见面了。这里就是维叶塔的工作室，居然还挺大挺豪华的啊！他的那个骷髅头还在这里啊，之前说有东西要给我们看啊，不知道是啥。
Henry, so you finally came. Welcome to my workshop.
Wow, this is practically a palace. I didn't expect you to be so well off.
Well, since I bought it, I'm not anymore. The previous owner was more than happy to get rid of it. Unfortunately, when I fell through the rotting floor in the upstairs room, I understood why. I've spent the last few years trying to fix it up, but you know how it is. Never enough time, and it costs a fortune. But don't worry, I didn't invite you to help me build.
其实我还挺想试试修房子是啥样的任务。
Indeed, I'll be happy to lend a hand. Thanks for inviting me.
I should be the one thanking you for everything you've done for me. But first, I need to show you something. Come on. So, what do you think of it?
Well, honestly, I don't see much in it yet.
I admit, right now it's just a few strokes, but can't you see what's in them? Try looking to the future a bit.
这应该是他们一幅宗教绘图的底稿啊，没有文化背景，咱也不懂。
Well, judging by how excited you look, I'd say this will be your great masterpiece, right?
Exactly. My whole life, I've hoped to paint something amazing, something people will remember even 100 years from now. And I believe this is it.
Well, that makes me happy. So what's it going to be when it's done?
An altar. The greatest and most magnificent thing you can ever paint. Frescoes of hunting scenes are nothing compared to this. The abbot of Sedlitz Monastery got a St. Vitus relic from Sigismund and wants to redesign half the chapel for it. The best craftsmen in the entire town are working on it.
The best? So how did you end up involved in it?
What the hell are you doing here?
I just wanted to greet an old friend. It must be 20 years since we last met.
这又是哪根葱？
Who is that man?
It's hard to believe when you look at that mug of his, but he's called Bellissimo. We studied together once.
Funny, isn't it? We started the same, but turned out completely different. While I was painting for the lords in Italy, you surely didn't even set foot outside Gutenberg.
Is that why you came? To strut around?
Not at all. I came to console you. That big commission of yours for Sedlitz. Well, it seems the abbot finally came to his senses and picked someone better.
What? That's impossible. The abbot and I have an agreement.
You had an agreement. Don't tell me you've learnt nothing since the last time.
How dare you?
Go on then. Spit it out.
我来助你。
You f***er. That's what Wojta wanted to say. But unlike you, he has enough decency to bite his tongue.
So he hired you for his dirty work? Maybe he's finally learned something over the years. Now, I really must be off, but do stop by the baths at the horse market sometime. We can reminisce about the good old days. And if you ask nicely, I might even let you watch me paint.
What was that?
That was the end, my friend.
And why did he treat you like a leper?
Let's just say we haven't been on the best of terms for quite some time. But that's not important now.
这 DLC 应该叫谜语人会梦。
You're always saying that. This isn't important. Leave it be. Now's not the time. I can't tell you that. Damn it, Wojta, I'm trying to help you. But how am I supposed to do that if you won't tell me anything?
Oh, all right. Years ago, Bellissimo and I studied together. And we were actually friends, in a way. He was the one who suggested I start going by some Latin name. He said it would make a better impression outside Bohemia. His real name is Bella, but he started calling himself Bellissimo. It never really caught on here, though. People called him Bullshitimo. And it suited him. He turned out to be a proper backstabber. We haven't spoken for years.
你怎么会认识这种人呢？就是因为一个学校。
Did I hear that right? He stole your commission for your big project.
I'm afraid so.
What do you plan to do now?
As far as I can tell, I have two options. Either tuck my tail between my legs and forget about the job, or find a way to get rid of Bellissimo. How the hell did that bastard pull it off? I had an agreement with the abbot.
Giving up is not an option. So, we need to get rid of him.
We?
Of course. You didn't think I'd leave you to handle this on your own, did you?
盘算一下都有啥办法？
Could we steal his brushes? Like they stole yours back in the Trotsky region.
I get why you'd think that, but you're forgetting. This is a big city. Bellissimo would have new brushes in a few days. It wouldn't even slow him down.
What if we dug up some dirt on him and explained why it'd be in his best interest to give up the commission?
It's true that Bellissimo's conscience is filthier than my apron, and it doesn't even bother him. Did you hear the way he smugly invited me to the baths? Ha! But you know what? You should pay him a visit there. Try to find something we can use against him. And more importantly, how the devil he managed to snatch that job away from me.
Where did Bellissimo say you should visit him?
At the baths near the horse market. We used to go there together. And it seems he's decided to move in there now. Oh, yes. He always dragged me to the baths. Spent his last groschen there. And when they threw us out, we went next door to the garden. Bellissimo even set up a small workshop there for himself. At that time, I had no idea what kind of scoundrel he truly was.
Do you think he tells his secrets to the bathmaids? Girls usually don't care much for the ramblings of an old rake.
What do you mean, old? Bellissimo's 6 months younger than me. And you'd be surprised how captivating he can be. People always ate out of his hand. Even I once did.
What if I went straight to Bellissimo, put a knife to his throat, and told him to drop the commission?
No, knowing him, he'd promise you the moon and stars, then go running to Sedlets to complain. And I'd be left with nothing.
All right. I'll go to the baths and see if I can dig up some dirt on him.
Ask the proprietor about him. Her name's Beatrice. We know each other a bit, so she might be willing to help us. Meanwhile, I'll head to Sedlets to find out what's got into the abbot.
那么我们接下来主要就是调查一下这个贝利西莫啊，他是怎么抢走维叶塔的工作的啊，以及要怎么样才能找到他啊？他经常在库腾堡西南面的这个浴场活动啊。维叶塔也说了啊，那里对面的院子还有他的工作室啊，我们也都去看看。我们先看看浴场啊，不过浴场每天打烊的晚啊，开门也就晚啊，一般要10点才开门啊。我们现在来得太早了，那我们就先去对面的院子看看。好，最里面的这个小屋就是那个贝利西莫的工作室啊，我们看看能找到什么。这个箱子里面居然有个贝利西莫的忏悔信啊！
Dad, how could one person have managed all those sins?
那这个人的忏悔其实并不是真的有悔意啊，只是在当时的宗教体系下，让他干坏事干得更心安理得啊。这种事即使到现在的欧美也很常见。接下来我们等到10点，浴场开门啊，打听一下关于贝利西莫的风评。
Greetings to you.
I hear your services here are so renowned that even one famous painter comes to visit you.
One? Well, we've entertained whole crowds of painters here. Sadly, most of them have a bit of trouble keeping their brushes firm.
Interesting. The one I'm looking for is called Bellissimo.
Oh, him. Oh dear, what's he done now?
Do you expect him to do something?
Well, I'd say he's already done something. And probably rather nasty, since suddenly he's acting all saintly. But I don't buy it. What's the point of praying if he gets drunk like a pig every evening afterward?
Well, I don't really know the man, but I'm interested in painting, so I thought it might be useful to have a little chat with him.
Ah, well, suit yourself. Spend the whole day blabbering if you like. If he's not loitering around somewhere, he'll be upstairs in his room, so feel free to wait for him. Don't expect a fruitful debate. That painter of yours is plastered more often than not.
Bellissimo drinks.
Like a fish. And when he runs out of booze in his room, he comes down here among the guests. I've had to throw him out so many times to sleep it off in that shack of his, across from the baths.
天天在浴场混吃混喝，但他也确实有付钱啊，不然也不会在浴场有个房间住。
Tell me something more about Bellissimo. I need to know what sort of man he is.
Lad, there's not much more to tell. He's just a drunk, a lecher, and a filthy pig. When I was a little girl, I actually liked him. Even his friend. They were always laughing and sketching something. But then I found out what a scoundrel he is. And the fact that he kneels to pray in his old age now and then, just for show, doesn't change a thing.
他说的另一个朋友很可能就是维叶塔。
What's the story with Bellissimo's piety?
I'd like to know that too. When he first came here, he kept crossing himself as if the devil himself was standing behind him. But then he went to Sedlets, and ever since, he's back to being the same old swine as before. There's definitely some dodgy business behind it, mark my words.
先是做贼心虚，然后又开始干坏事啊！就像我之前说的，这种人的忏悔只是为了继续做坏事。
Where would I actually find Bellissimo?
Like I said, mostly here, in the baths, in that garden of his, just across the street, or up in his room. He spends most of his time there.
And what does he do there? Paint?
More like getting plastered. Drinks all night till dawn, then spends the day sleeping or sitting in the garden.
是个混日子、游手好闲的画家啊。
Which room belongs to Bellissimo?
I'll tell you exactly. The one that reeks of booze the most. You can smell it from the attic, all the way down here. The girls always have to air it out before they take someone in. Who knows what that slob is doing up there? Drinking certainly isn't the end of it.
Couldn't I have a quick look around? Maybe I'll find something that'll let you kick him out for good.
You've no idea how much I'd like that. But unfortunately, if anyone found out I was letting strangers into the rooms, I might as well shut the place down. If you want to hang around here, pay for a wench.
看来要想上去调查，得先消费。
Can I find Bellissimo somewhere else?
You'll have to ask him yourself. I don't keep track of his every move.
我们顺便从他口中打听一下关于维叶塔的事。
Listen, you said Bellissimo used to have a friend. Was his name Voiter by any chance?
The very one. Well, do you know him? Well, a bit eccentric, but a really decent fella. Maybe too decent.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I curse about Bellissimo because he drives me mad, but I don't feel right telling you about Voiter.
维叶塔和他是怎么闹掰的？而且好像以前就抢过他的工作。
You can tell me. Voiter is my friend. I'm helping him with something now, but you know him. He doesn't tell me everything. And I'm afraid that without the whole truth, I might only end up harming him.
Fine, all right. You know, Voiter and Bellissimo were friends. Well, friends. Bellissimo kept dragging Voiter around, and Voiter was too meek to say no. Bellissimo even stuck his nose into Voiter's first big job, but then he managed to have Voiter kicked off the job and took all the benefits for himself. But how he pulled that off, only the two of them know.
Thank you for everything. You've been a great help.
You're welcome. And please, watch out for Voiter.
现在就想知道啊，他是怎么把维叶塔完全踢出那个项目的啊？而且这次也是啊，他是怎么抢走维叶塔的工作的？我们要去2楼以上调查，得先在这里消费啊，选价格最低的就可以了。
You certainly.
然后到2楼客房区啊，这个门就不会上锁啊，并且进去以后也不会算封锁区域啊。但是我们要找这个贝利西莫的房间在3楼啊，那里就是禁区了啊。这个付费也禁止入内啊，所以我们要注意上去之前先把门关上，以免被人看到。靠近以后就会有闻到气味的提示啊，味儿大无需多言。
This must be Bellissimo's room.
啊，这里就是贝利西莫的房间了。来这里主要能做2件事，一个是偷走他箱子里的酒啊，这样他就没酒喝了啊，就会下楼。另一个就是他柜子上的这个协议书啊。
Bellissimo is working for the monastery for free because he is afraid of going to hell. That could come in handy.
上面的内容是他愿意为教会画一幅新的圣坛，来换取一场抵消他罪孽的圣弥撒啊。这个看坏人的话，什么宗教思想也没用啊。那个时候的基督教反而还会利用宗教思想啊敛财卖赎罪券什么的。该调查的都调查完了，我们去找维叶塔报告情况。
I've figured out what's going on with your Bellissimo.
I'm really trying. Honestly.
What? What did you say?
Me? Oh, nothing. So, tell me, how did Bellissimo manage to take my commission?
It's really simple. He'll do it for free. In exchange for painting the altar, the monks in the monastery will pray for him so that God forgives all his past and future sins.
That bastard. Even if they prayed for him until Judgment Day, he'd still end up in hell.
You're probably right about that. I read his confession, and it still makes me sick to my stomach.
So he's afraid of hell, our Bellissimo. Well, that's something we could use. But we need to get him out of the bath somehow.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beatrice told me Bellissimo drinks in his room, but when he runs out of booze, he goes downstairs and causes such a ruckus that they have to throw him out. After that, he sleeps in his workshop, in that garden across from the baths.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. An isolated place, away from people. If we set it up properly, he might just fall for it.
Fall for what?
That the Horned One himself has come for him.
Now this is getting interesting. What's your plan?
It's simple. First, we need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths, but instead of a cozy bed in the garden, he'll find the Prince of Hell waiting for him. You'll disguise yourself.
I'll disguise myself.
Bellissimo would recognize me, for heaven's sake. And in the disguise, you'll tell Bellissimo he's damned to hell. And if he wants to save his soul, he'll leave Kuttenberg and beg the Pope for forgiveness. Actually, both of them. And then farewell, Bellissimo. Settle its altar, here I come.
这混蛋至少还相信并且害怕下地狱的。
I tell you, it's insane. But, who knows? If we get Bellissimo good and shit-faced, he might fall for it. So, how are we going to turn me into a devil?
First, we'll get you some tattered clothes, chains, something like a tail, and horns. And you'll need a proper snout. Once I paint it all a bit... You know what? Bring me a bassinet with a visor, 3 torches, and 5 eggs.
5 eggs?
They're the most important part of all this.
If I have to give them to the toads to hatch again...
Don't worry. We're done with that.
And how do you plan to get Bellissimo drunk? The madam said he drinks in his room and only comes downstairs when he has to.
I'm not saying I've got everything figured out yet, but I'll definitely come up with something before you get back.
不过他之前抢维叶塔生意是怎么做的？
So, I heard this isn't the first time Bellissimo has taken your job. How did it happen before?
I don't really know. We were painting the Guildhouse crest here in town. Everything was going fine, but one morning, when I arrived, they threw me out. They said Bellissimo would finish it himself, and if I dared complain, they'd make sure I never painted another stroke in this town. How that bastard pulled it off, I never found out. And honestly, I don't even want to know anymore. It's in the past. I just want to get this commission back.
All right. I'll go and gather all those things.
这次不是他不愿意告诉我们，而是他真的不知道啊！看看我们有没有机会直接从贝利西莫嘴里问出来。接下来我们要为布局做准备啊，需要5个鸡蛋、3根火把，还有一个戴面甲的头盔啊。鸡蛋可以直接在食品店啊、食材店买到啊，这里就有这个菜市场啊，可以直接买到。然后是火把和头盔啊，虽然也能买到，但是火把姑且不说啊，戴面甲的头盔往往卖的话会很贵。我们可以直接去西北的强盗营地拿一个啊，这个位置的强盗营地，其中必定有一个是戴着面甲的啊，当然其他强盗也都是全甲的啊。我们这个好久也没战斗过了啊，这一次打一个完整的战斗啊，不用祸根药剂啊，最多用玩偶药剂。他们这个数量还是挺多的啊，我们先用弓箭射带有玩偶药剂的箭削弱他们。
And she'll get another right away.
Come on then! Ha! Bad luck! Fuck you! You won't get me!
游戏现在剑也削弱了伤害，但是依然能用啊。单手剑依然是速度连招优势，对群注意不要被围啊，最好和敌人站成一条线，连招大师反都用起来。
You won't get me! That food must have been spoiled. I feel sick to my stomach. Do it! Come on then!
I know it is spoiled.
Show what you're made of. I'm gonna get you, you heartthrob! I feel sick to my stomach. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
最后这个敌人演示一个1对1的小技巧啊，就是我们可以在直刺的时候蓄力，等到敌人要出手的时候松开，这个时候因为他在攻击，所以可以命中打断他啊，属于单挑神技。但是要注意，等级高了，体力够蓄力9才行啊。这招在硬核难度下的话非常好用。
Fuck that!
战斗结束了啊！其中一个敌人就有戴面甲的头盔啊，别忘了再拿上3根火把。来都来了啊！这里有一个用他的钥匙开启的箱子啊，里面有不少好东西。准备做好了，我们去拿给维叶塔。
I brought the things for the devil costume.
Yes, this will do. Come on, let's get to it. Well, that's that. What do you think?
Well, I didn't much believe in it, but even I'd shit myself with fright from it.
Shame I won't see the look on Bellissimo's face. Right, take all this and get going. We've got a lot to do. First, you need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths. Then, when he's sleeping in the garden, you'll decorate the place a bit, light the torches, and then Bellissimo will know hell on earth.
How do I get Bellissimo drunk enough to end up in the garden?
Beatrice said he goes there when he gets thrown out of the baths, right? That's exactly what you need to arrange. Sneak into his room and take all his booze. Then, when he goes down for a drink and gets a little tipsy, you sit with him. After that, keep pouring it down him until he causes a scene and gets thrown out. But be careful not to pass out before he does, and make sure to wait until he's a bit merry, so he doesn't catch on to you.
Actually, I'm already a step ahead of you. When I was at the baths, I cleared all the booze from Bellissimo's room. Now I just need to sit with him tonight. How do I turn Bellissimo's garden into hell?
I'll help you with that, if you like. While you're getting Bellissimo drunk, I'll paint a devil on the wall and smoke up the place with sulfur. Then you just need to light the torches you've gathered and dress up in that costume.
Do you really think Bellissimo will fall for it?
Don't worry. The garden will be dark. He'll be drunk, and you'll look like the Prince of Hell. That's bound to rattle his guilty conscience. Just talk about sin and how you've come to take him to hell because his time has come. And don't do any silly antics like boo-boo.
And why did you need the eggs?
I'll have them for breakfast.
You're a right cunt. All right. Let's get it over with.
Chin up. The Prince of Hell can't be a crybaby.
我以为它的鸡蛋是用来拌颜料用的。现在我们再次前往浴场，我们之前已经把贝利西莫的酒拿空了啊，接下来只要等到晚上，一般21点以后它就会出现在浴场啊，之后再等一段时间，它就会停在酒桌旁喝酒啊，我们只要与它一起喝酒好。
Greetings. Care to have a drink with me?
Indeed, friend. Booze is my middle name. But hey, you look kind of familiar. Haven't we met somewhere? No, wait. Maybe somewhere else, right?
No, I just have one of those familiar faces. Come on. Drink before it gets warm.
You're right. What should we toast to?
To God's grace.
And to always being able to buy it so cheap. Oh yeah, God will have to turn a blind eye to me. A good Christian lives differently.
Women, booze, gambling and brawls, eh?
Oh, that was before. But when beer started slipping into liquor, gambling into debts, and women into one oddly tempting hole in a fence, I realized I needed to change my ways. But never mind that. What should we toast to now?
这期间还可以打听一下上一次他是怎么抢走维耶塔工作的。
To our friends. The ones we can always count on.
Especially yours. I don't have many of my own. Once, yeah, I had a friend. A clever and kind one. And that was his biggest mistake.
What do you mean?
Oh, He invited me to work on a job with him, but I squeezed him out of it. All I had to do was tell the right people about the muse he kept hidden under his mattress.
啊，他是把维耶塔的那个骷髅头当做不可告人的秘密说出去啊，让工会的人害怕维耶塔。
I don't know about you, but I'm still thirsty. Let's have another one, eh? One for the other leg.
We already did one for the other leg.
Ah, bollocks.
See? We haven't done that toast yet.
现在我们的酒量满级啊，全喝也不会醉倒啊。不过我就是想看看他是怎么偷偷倒掉的。
So, good health.
Aye, good health. By the way, do you know why the beer here is so damn good? It's got a certain secret ingredient.
Oh? What? What's that?
Beatrice always buys a big barrel, pours out half, and then... And then what? Then all the girls here take turns bathing in it, one after the other. Hey, I'm feeling a bit odd. Maybe I'll just lay down under this table, what do you think? Don't throw up on me down there, alright?
What? Under the table? Oh, you're supposed to get kicked out, so you go to the garden. I mean, that is... Oh, damn. Just under the table.
Listen, friend. Do you also suddenly have really wet hose? Damn it. The ground keeps getting closer and closer.
Goodness gracious.
It happened.
Are you all right?
You get cast out.
Quick!
What now? Oh well. Nothing else
What
for
the-
it.
Are you
I'll
all
have to
right?
carry him to the garden.
Hey! Wake up!
扛起晕倒的人是不会被守卫叫住的啊，只会像这样当做是搬酒鬼啊。现在我们把他搬到他的工作室啊，我已经事先把门都打开了啊，不然搬运的时候还需要拿起放下啊，怪麻烦的。好，维耶塔已经把这里的房间准备好了啊，墙上已经画上了地狱绘图。
Sleep sweetly, Bellissimo. Your awakening won't be so pleasant.
这段还挺搞笑的。哎，我忘了一件事，我应该先把他的裤子给扒了。
What the hell is all this racket? If I get you, I'll... Oh, fuck.
Bellissimo, I have come for you.
For me? But that's... Who are you and... What do you want?
I have many titles and names. I am the ruler of the corrupted and the damned. And you are coming with me. Straight to hell.
But wait, there must be some mistake. There are no corrupted souls here. I'm a good man. And more importantly, a good Christian. Maybe you've just lost your way, huh? Try the hole.
What?
That's a tavern. You'll find more sinners there than you can shake a stick at. I'm an honest old man, I swear. That is, an honest man in his prime.
Is an honest man someone who drowns himself in booze every day?
Booze? Me? That's just bad digestion. No matter what I drink, it all ferments in my stomach. That's how I've always been. And it's the same with food. Honestly, no matter what I eat, I always throw up tripe soup.
Tell me, is it honest to lie with harlots? And even with another man's wife?
But that was just once. Maybe twice at most. And if you mean the baker's wife, that wasn't my fault. I honestly thought I was kneading dough. I didn't notice she was leaning over the trough.
Huh? And what about all your sins abroad? The nuns you seduced?
Wait, they seduced me.
And the shit in the sacristy of St. Stephen's? Did that just magically appear there?
That really counts? I thought since it wasn't in Bohemia, well, that it didn't apply. I mean, what happens at home is what counts, right?
Shut up! And all the lying? Do you think that's honest too?
It's tough, Lord of Hell. I'm not really well learned. How am I supposed to always tell the truth when half the time I don't even know what it is? Sometimes things just slip out.
Enough! 3 answers. 3 lies you've given.
3 lies? Oh, dear Lord. I mean, Lord of Darkness, have mercy on my vessel. My vessel of sin. I haven't done anything that wicked. Certainly, I've had a few drinks and made up a story or two, but who hasn't? I don't have any truly big sins.
Nothing big, you say? And what about betraying a friend? For the likes of you, we have a special place in hell. We'll flay you alive and boil you in your own blood.
Ah, how do you know about that? It was so long ago, and yes, it was a big sin, I admit that. But I've repented now. That's got to count for something, doesn't it?
You call that repentance? Having a mass said in exchange for a painting? That's just greed and avarice.
Please, Lord of Hell, give me one more chance. Just one. Tell me what to do, and I'll promise I'll make it amends.
Very well. If you leave immediately on foot for Rome, never looking back, praying 3 Hail Marys in every town along the way, and finally asking the Holy Father for forgiveness, I'll spare you.
I swear, I promise by all that's holy, I'll pack up first thing in the morning.
Did you not hear me? I said immediately.
Right now? But it's so dark.
As dark as your soul, bullshitimo. Shall I tear it to shreds?
No, please. That won't be necessary. If now, then now. Thank you, Lord of Hell. I promise I'll do everything just as you said.
我们这一身也算是个任务纪念品啊，平时也能穿。我们拍照模式看看具体啥样子。长按十字键的上啊，可以开关面甲。
Nice one.
这里他是真的跑了啊！我试过追着他，看他去哪啊？他一路往库腾堡的东边跑，不停跑，跑出城了也接着跑啊！真不知道他算不算是真的虔诚。好了，我们也该去把情况报告给维耶塔了啊。
Henry, this morning is straight out of a painting, wouldn't you say?
It could be painted in nicer colors.
Even the best painter sometimes makes a slip. Christ, you startled me. I thought they'd come to get me.
Congratulations, my friend. You just landed yourself a very important job for the Sedlets Monastery.
What? So Bellissimo...
Well, for some unknown reason, he decided to walk all the way to Rome to beg the Holy Father for forgiveness.
Ha ha! You really pulled it off, Henry. Or should I say, Lord of the Underworld? Finally. Soon it'll all come together, Voiter. You'll see.
这份工作也能继续推进了啊，不过接下来还会有2个任务啊，可以选择，我们下期再选。